good afternoon. Or was it good afternoon this evening and morning? Hello, happy time zone. I hope people are well. Welcome to the tavern. Maybe someday I'll remember to actually say that like every single time. Welcome to the tavern. This is supposed to be an imaginary tavern where we, well, eat, drink, be merry, and put paint on minis. So, I've made some progress. I'm still debating on whether or not I think it looks sunny enough. I'm thinking about maybe adding a little red into my color mix. But for the most part, I'm pretty pleased with how it looks. Because sunset, the people keep saying it looks gold, like gold. I guess I found a really good, fat formula for non-metal metallic gold. I should take notes on this. I might have to use this some point. But, I think maybe on the edges it needs a little bit of red to get away from it looking so much like gold. I do have to finish this. I got all of the other, like, gold bits done. Except for this, like, little leg cuff, because I ran out of time. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. She looks cool. I guess ultimately that's the thing. She looks cool. People really like it, so. Alright, so. I'm trying to think of where I left off on the bottom anklet there. And then I might actually start trying to do what I said I was gonna do. Might see if I can glaze a little red into like the edges and such and try to get it more sunshiny, more sunset-y, and less. Oh, wait, I was gonna take a towel and dry this off. I've got a million paper towels up here right now. These are my husband puts in my lunch bag, which is fine, but I almost like never actually use them. So I take them home and bring them in my office and stick them in a box and use them for painting. Okay. For now, I'm going to stick with the colors I've been using. So, Cavalier Orange. Cavalier Orange. Oh, Cavalier Orange, Lantern Yellow, and a sample color in white, which I have to dig out. So welcome. I see there's a couple of patrons that are here. I hope things well. Today is show and tell. I'll have to look and see. Hey, hi, Big Hairy GM. I always say general hellos until somebody actually pops in to talk to me. It's funny, I have all this orange, like, and then it's on the like her breastplate. You definitely see the orange, and to me, that shouldn't look gold, but for some reason, it still looks like, I think it's her skin. Her skin looks really gold. When we're showing, I'm slapping on base coat. Hey, well, that's fine. You gotta start somewhere. You know what? I even show my base coats on here. Hello, Smart Goblin. What's up? What emote is that? Oh. Grab some lantern yellow. So you can all see what I'm working on. I actually am working on a couple things. I'm back to multiple projects. Hey, Smart Goblin! By the way, I'll start my show and tell early. Um, just for you guys that are here, which isn't many, so that's why I can do this. I'm going to show you the official miniature for Rising Phoenix. They commissioned a mini. Now, Total Con did too. I painted both of them. And here's my paint job. I'm the only person in the world that has these other than the people that are making them, which is Dragon Bait Major. Dragon Bait Miniatures is the one that makes it. So who wouldn't want one of these? I mean, really friggin' cool. They got the Phoenix everywhere. There's the cloak on the back, which is really cool. It's all Phoenix feathers. And of course, all the fire and everything. I got different pictures. I got some pictures out to the con, so they're supposed to share them. What is today? Is today the 15th? What is today? Yeah, so they're supposed to go up tomorrow for the 17th. That's when ticket sales open, and they want people to buy the miniatures. And I guarantee, saying as a commission mini painter, you will sell more miniatures if you have a painted sample. Yeah, there you go. I think you would anyways. It wouldn't have anything to do with my paint job. I mean, I would too. I would totally start buying these, but all I know is, as far as I know, I'm keeping this one. But if I don't, I'm selling it to them. They're going to pay for it. I will do complimentary for painting for cons as long as I can keep the sample that I got. Otherwise, although truth be told, Total Con does a lot for me, so I probably wouldn't care if I gave it to them, but they better give me one back. But personally, I want to keep these as part of my personal collection. They have what they needed, the photos. They really wanted the photos. So I get preview copies and there you go. That's like the coolest thing. So hello, John the Templar. How are you? How's things? How are you this evening? Because it's evening over there. All right. By the way, I'm stuck on something on this though. Is what I'm gonna do with the crown there on her head. Like this side definitely is in the sun. This side not so much. But as Knight was pointing out, doing stuff that's basically very flat can be really, really challenging when it comes to this. Also, I like my clouds though. The more I look at them, the more I'm like, yeah, they look like clouds. I wonder if it even... I think I want to go set. I think I want to glaze in some red. Actually, try to make it a little more sun. Oh. Well, oh, you can't see this probably. Why do I see fan faders? They shouldn't even be on here. Well, thank you, John the Templar. What are you trying to... Are you making a charge to try to take Baldy out? By the way, to my wonderful, wonderful viewers. You saw your name. You saw your name. Where did you see your name? Right, I see your name right there. That was very nice of you, John. Honestly, maybe I'll do a Black Friday thing or something. I know I can assign. I gotta figure out how it works. But I can do sales on gifted subs and things like that, I think. So maybe for during the season of giving, no matter what you celebrate, I'll blow all my markers or whatever it is that I have to spend and let you guys gift subs and do a sale on them. Because why not? So the sad thing is, one of the things, the sad thing is, normally I would be my next mini, because I'm so excited, because they're coming out with the Mighty Nine cartoon. Normally it would be something from that, because I have the Mighty Nine figures. But because of all the competition painting, I'm not going to be doing that. And I'm probably not even really going to do holiday painting either. Yeah, I gotta finish her, and I gotta start on Golden Demon. Now, granted, I could paint a red gobbo and enter it. I am gonna get this year's. I have it actually waiting for me at the store, but I have to have time to go to the store. Wish I had done a Grog action figure for Vox Machina. Did I not have a Grog? Are you talking about the collectible ones? Ah, so you're a Grog lover too. That's like my husband's favorite character. I love all the characters, so I really don't have like favorites. I'm always happy to talk about Crit Roll too. As people probably know. But I love Crit Roll. They're good people. That, you know, they're a good group of people. I've actually met Mercer. My husband met Taliesin even when I didn't meet him. Unfortunately, I was busy and our paths never crossed at the con. Although I did get his signature on my Guest of Honor shirt at AAC. But I got to talk to Matt for 5 minutes, which was really cool. And then I've met Liam O'Brien, because he's a BlizzCon voice actor. And I think that's it. They are good people, and I've been so pleased to see that indeed gaming can make a very good audience, because it's a good story. It's a dirty soap opera. So, I'm trying to figure out, though, the garage. I'm trying to figure out what action figures they've done a bunch of different action figures. I thought they have action figures of all those. So I'll ask my usual. What are you all up to today? Anybody painting? Anything like, anything of interest? Any creative pursuits? That stupid little line right here has been bothering me. Trust your instincts on things when you paint. Something's bothering you. There's probably a reason. I need to add a little ornamental metallic gold on the backside. I'm taking a break to play some Minecraft, but I'm trying to get a list ready to play on Wednesday. Oh, what are you playing? What faction are you playing? Assuming, actually no, I'm not going to assume. What game? Because there are multiple games. I mean, I'm assuming Warhammer, but there are a lot of miniature games where you need a list. So which game, which faction? I'm making chicken noodles. Is that maybe chicken noodles? That sounds good. Can I come to your house for dinner? Some white. Sure, my keyboard fights me. Of course it does. One-page rules, grimdark, feature. Okay, yeah. Sponder. Oh, wait, that's cool. Space dwarves using Misovotimos mostly. Well, I mean, that makes sense. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it, Mr. Fix-It. It's also nice to see you back. Don't be sorry. You don't have to be sorry about... The only thing you have to be sorry about is if you don't come and visit me. Then you can be sorry. I'm kidding. We all have lives. Things are busy. Here, I'm sliding off the map here. You know what? These should have a little bit of glint on them since they're so close to where my light is brightest. That would make sense. I did it there. Basically right now I'm just adding a little orange back into some of these armor spots. So one thing I was thinking, I gotta be careful how I do it, is also adding a little unevenness to pointing at her boobs. Little unevenness to this because these are supposed to be like the rocks in the highlight, and you tell you the truth, the rocks are not smooth, so I think it's got a decent effect, but it's a little too straight. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to and all the ships at sea. How are you, Black Skull? Okay. So a couple things I'm considering fixing up. Are my viewers the ships at sea? Okay. I'm gonna take a little red. And that's it. A couple things to fix. One, I'm gonna try to add a little red into things. Busy Saturday, finishing projects. Awesome. Priming projects. So starting and finishing, airbrushing stuff, getting ready to do some oil washes. There's maybe sushi for lunch. Wait, you're gonna do all? It's already like lunch. All the ships at sea, I was feeling a little queasy. Oh no. Alright, I think I gotta pull out my paints. Do I not have? I should have. Oh, wait, no, I should have. Where's my red? Well, maybe I was wrong about it being in here. I also need a new box. I got like this cardboard box. I think it's a Vistaprint mailer. Oh, it's here. I want some Reaper Fire Red for this. What a surprise. No, I've actually heard of that phrase. I have actually heard of that phrase. I'm old, so, you know, I've heard of stuff like that. My dad he was in the Navy for 4 years and got out and... Alright, where's my pokey tool? It's pokey tool time. Yeah, there's a clog. Is that... Should we do ASMR, you know, where I unclog paint bottles? Ooh, this is clogged. There we go. Okay, so I'm trying something here. The skull pokey tool for beer. I gotta actually go get a new one. I lost. I think I left it because I can't find it in my stuff at all. I think I somehow left it. Maybe it is in my stuff, but I lost my skull one. I gotta go get the basic one. Alright, so I'm gonna basically glaze this down. This red. We're gonna try something. Because this whole friggin' piece is an experiment. Ooh, actually I put the paint in the bad spot. Alright, so let me put some more paint out. That's not a spot that apparently is active dark paint that's gonna end up in there. Because I do not want anything dark. So I'm just adding a bunch of water. So the next time I order from Reaper, which should be like December. It's too dark. More water. Okay, that's better. Actually, you know what? I don't think I want to use this brush either. I want a small brush. Now, I'm not starting on its color, so I just want to... It's a little too strong. I think that might do it, actually. That looks pretty good. I'm trying to basically get away from it looking so gold. And this is the best way I could think of because I want a more orangey and some reddish tones, so... Let's add a little red into this. I don't want cell shading. That's Black Skills thing. Also, I'm trying to also distinguish too between areas as well. That means you are the friggin' master cell shader. That's what that means. Why would you be angry at that? You're famous for it. You know what? I have to tell you something, Black Skull. So, when I first went to ReaperCon, one of the, I hung around with David Diamondstone and Neil Olds while they went around the MSP Open. And I asked them, I didn't just lurk and be creepy, but I asked them, like, can I hang out and get your feedback? I'm very interested to hear what you have to say on these models and what makes a good, help my judging skills and everything. So I decided to take it from two masters of this. And it was so funny to listen to them. I think my favorite part, and this is where you come in, was how they said, maybe we should vote for something like cell shaded and break the, how's it called? Basically go against the grain of what's considered gold medal worthy in this and pick something that, a different thing that isn't recognized as much, and it should be. And I almost picked a cell shaded thing just cause there was some really good stuff. So your goal is to get so good at cell shading. And you're already like most of the way there. But get so good that somehow we can make you best in show some year and we can break the standard. But that's what it means anyways. You are like so good at cell shading. It just in comic style. We need to do that. There you go. One step at a time though. First get a gold medal and then we'll talk about, well actually it's a vote, so the Reaper Best in Show is a vote. I think it'd be a good goal. It's a good goal. You should try to go there and do your friggin' best. That's what you should do when you go to ReaperCon. Put your best stuff up. Take something and really, really work it. And even if it's cell shaded, which said it's not considered the standard. But I think it was so funny that the two of them were sitting there talking about how to break the standard. And I almost did it. I almost went and voted, but no, I voted for the one that was the runner-up. I still this day say that she should have won. The other one was good, but it was too one note. Get that line out of there. I do like the red in this. That actually does look cool. It's definitely shifting it a little more orangey. So, I saw someone posted a picture. Actually, I think it was in one of the two vampire channels I'm in. The Vampire Masquerade channels I'm in. and it was from a show, and it showed they had painted a couple of cars, like a car show or something, and there were two cars that were literally painted as comic style. It was, I should see if I can find that. It was really friggin' cool. Like, it looked like it came off the pages of a comic book. You know, that's on my list of things maybe to try someday. Alright. I'll do a little less of this red on, like this gold. I'm just gonna put little hints of it. Yeah, it was a real car, and it was done as cel shaded. It was friggin'. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna find it first though before I put it up, because it is another server, and I don't necessarily want to post stuff on the other server, but I have to see if I can find this. It was really friggin'. And maybe you did. I think I saw pics of that a while ago. Well, tell me if you did, because it's possible. What the hell was it? I think it was Con. Where's the Con? Convention Adventures, I think is what it was. Oh, it was. Because, yep, I found him. Alright. I will get it up in a sec. Let me... Tell me if these are it. Look at that. And hey, here's how you... Alright, let me first of all move this over. So, I mean... That's one. Looks like it says Senpai Squad. So is this it? That's amazing. I mean, that's like the black lines where you're just putting them in, like at the random locations. That takes some serious skill. You know, put the black lines in where like where the black comes over, you know, like this highlight. I mean, that takes some serious skill and thought to how to do that. And then here's the other. I love that one. I love them both. I mean, look at that. That's just the coolest fucking thing. I just, you know, that's what cel shading really is. And I think, as I said, Black Skull, you're on your way to this, to this level. I don't think you're that far off, to be honest. It's probably, you probably need a few more little sketchy black lines in your work, but, that's amazing. So, a little show and tell before show and tell. Alright, so this thing doesn't beep at me. Close that out. I will get back to Discord when it's show and tell time. Which is, wow, it's already 1:15. How have I been doing this already for 45 minutes? I don't feel like I've done shit. I like it though. can't see shit with my glasses off. I have to switch glasses literally to see this properly. But let me see. Look at our camera. I think that does give a pretty good... What do people think? I think that works. Add a little bit more red into it. There is red in a sunset pattern. But I'm doing the proper gel tip glazing method. Too bad he's not here. Give me an adult one. So Black Skull, if you're there, because I know people tend to pop in and out of the tavern all the time. So was that the car you saw? I think it was. There might be another out there too. It was more orange. Oh, maybe there's the third one. Those are the ones that she took and posted. Maybe when I see her next. Maybe when I see her next in January 2nd. I'm not counting the days at all. I go back to Florida for a weekend. But maybe I'll ask if there was any more cars there. Or I'll thank her. I'll thank her for posting that, because that thing is amazing. If I think about it. That car has like kind of lived with that picture's kind of lived with me since then, so I was told I should make this Cloud Giant's hair red, and I'm like, I wasn't gonna. I'd rather do something else. There's gonna be some red in it from the sunlight, but if anything, I should make it. I'm thinking of making it, maybe make it blue. And she's a Cloud Giant. I want sky colors in her. it's Lotus K! Wait, you're not streaming? Because you're always like streaming now. Holy crap, how are you today? How is one of my favorite fellow streamers out there? And again, I would probably describe everyone. So I'm trying to experiment. Not now at 2:30. I'll raid you today. I don't think Baldy's gonna stream, so I will raid you today. I think I just did, but I don't care. I'll raid you again. Especially since you're starting. You're a safe bet. You're somebody I really like. Lotus K! Hold on, let me get you a shout out because the Shanur is not here to do the shout out, so. I wonder where Shanur is. I don't think there's any. Is there any other streamers that I'm missing? By the way, if you guys want to post your, maybe we should have a little Instagram, like, follow-a-thon. So, you guys on Insta, which is most of us, if you want to drop your Instas in chat, I'll follow anybody who I'm not. I think I'm following most of you already. That's what I should do, like, if I have, like, people that, you know, obviously, yeah, if you want to post what you're working on. Today's show and tell, by the way, you have about 40, I can math, no, you have 38 minutes to get your stuff in for today's show and tell. So I'm adding some red into this to, whoa, it just banged my palette. I'm adding red into the sunset colors because I felt like it looks still a little too, everyone's saying it'll look gold. And it's like, well, it's supposed to be a sunset, not non-metal metallic gold. Although apparently I've hit upon a good formula for some non-metal metallic gold. And maybe I'll paint something using this. But I want to shift it away from gold. So I'm adding, since it is a sunset color, and this is deep in the afternoon. This is right before the sun is about to go to bed. I decided to glaze some red into this. And I think it is giving it more of that color that I'm looking for. All I know is I can ask people... Yes, and maybe I'll make her hair like her ultimate hair. I said I started on her hair. What the hell is in her hair? There's a thing in her hair. So maybe I'll make it blue. That would actually look really good with all these orangey colors. Maybe along this edge I'm gonna add some of this red. The other thing I was thinking of doing too is on where the earth meets the sky, making it more jaggy. Did you just give me some bits? Well, that was really nice of you. There's something like if you gift like 10 subs or something like that, you can actually earn bits. The disc of Yellowmite read of Sunset. Well, I've got the discs right here. Because my son is coming this way. So it is a light, it's a very pale yellow, but it does go into white. I've actually looked at a lot of sunset pictures for this project. The skin, I don't want to go to bright white because it's skin and it's not, like, skin is shiny, but it's not like the reflectiveness of her armor. So I definitely want to have a thing. The hair is more reflective than the skin. So I think it just needed some red. Because I already have the bright yellow and I have, whites in this. I'm like afraid if I do screw on with this too much, I'm going to piss it up. I mean, see my statement about messing up in this hobby, if you're going to, and you're going to have to fix it. So it's definitely the right. The earth part is it, I think, needs a little help. So I think I'm going to get it's walnut. Walnut brown is what I'm starting with. This is the one part here I think I need to add a little bit more brightness to it. Alright, let me go back to the red. So, I do feel like this is helping it read a little bit more like late afternoon. What is that? The sun is about to go to bed. Afternoon o'clock. So, Lotus K, you still lurking about? I was gonna say, what are you working on today? Unless somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Baldy, I don't think. Baldy is gonna be... Actually, maybe you could be my stream buddy on... my raid buddy on Saturdays. Let's see. I think there was something on this. Where the hell is Baldi's? I have so many friggin' Discord channels. Where's Baldi's? There it is. Okay, yeah, he is not streaming today. He's got friends over, that's why. That's why he's also not appearing here. Usually he pops in. Well, if he's not streaming, he's not doing anything else. He'll pop in on here and say hi. But he's got people over, so... Kill all my notifications here. Okay. Yeah, that's right. You found it. You found it before me. Roy's having friends over. Yeah, it's it. So Lotus K, I will raid into you. So probably more sisters. I don't have some of anything else for Prime yet. That's alright. Get your sisters done. You've got them going. You might as well get them finished. As a note, I do have a work in progress, channel if you want to post anything in there. I heard dingy ding. Oh, thanks, it's a follower! Chromatic Miniatures! I think I've heard of Chromatic Miniatures. Well, thank you for the follow. Hi, welcome to the tavern. Feel free to chat or lurk or whatever. I'm pretty sure I follow you on Instagram. We follow each other on Instagram. It's really nice to have you here. I'll visit. Everybody is welcome here, unless you are a bot. Bots are not welcome here. So, feel free. By the way, if you feel like talking, and said that is not mandatory on this channel, but let me know. I'll give you a shout out. I don't remember if you stream or not. I will follow you back, though. Oop, let me... I said, if anybody wants to post their Instas or whatever, so we can follow you, get him. Get him? What do you mean, get him? Also, if you'd say something, Chromatic Miniatures, make it easier for me to follow you. I'm gonna do this anyways. I'm gonna do a shout out so I can... Okay, there you go. Painting, listening. Look for Kali. Don't stream. Mostly Gavin. Post your Insta. That's fine. Post your Insta if you want people to follow. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's what I do actually. That's what I mean. It's okay if you lurk, especially if you paint minis. One of the things I really like to do when I am working here, is I do put on. I have enough people I follow that I can always find somebody on, and I usually try to find one of the people I follow, see who's streaming, and then put them on while I work. But I don't talk much. But if you, of course, I also have. I mean, if you get anything you're really proud of and want to share off there, I'm link friendly, and today is show and tell, so. Basically what I do is I have a Discord, like we all have Discords. I think that's why I'm on a million Discords too. A lot of streamers have Discords, and basically I have a bunch of painters that hang out there, and they post their work and I share it here on Saturdays. So it's show and tell Saturdays. But if you are a visitor and you're not in Discord, and that is quite fine, we work around it. You post links to anything you're really proud of, and I'll show it off during show and tell. I do give like light feedback. Mostly I just gush over everybody's work. But my feedback is mostly, how would I do it? And it has nothing to do with how you would do it. Sometimes I do suggest improvements, but for the most part, for every improvement I find, I will always find something that's good to just lavish praise. So, and my whole disclaimer on feedback is you do not have to take any of it. I will not be offended. Do it your own way, please. But I like to give people insights on how I work. That's sort of part of this whole deal. is to try to give people insights on how I work so they can figure out their own painting paths. My whole view on all of us streamers and artists and such is find what work, watch everybody and such, find what works for you and go that route. Because what works for you doesn't necessarily going to be what works for me, so. No, don't give me more harsh dots on her face. Or on her hair. I love this hobby, and I love to share it with people, and I love to see people improve and really, or just even enjoy it. And I'm doing a big almighty experiment with this piece. Because I've never tried to paint anything like this. And the thing of it is, like, okay, so it's lovely. I think it's wonderful when streamers create that kind of stuff. Yeah, I try. I mean, I want people to do this hobby. What I do when I'm not here, I don't post a lot about it, but what I do when I'm not here or streaming is I'm out usually running painting events. I run paint and take tables or teach it at 9 conventions this past year. That did not include ReaperCon, where I did not teach. So I went there, but when a couple times a month, I do Sundays at a couple of game stores locally. So I really try to encourage people into this hobby. I personally think it's one of the best things you can do for yourself. Is to paint minis. I think it's just such a relaxing, stress relieving. It's good for your mental health, and it's got a lot of benefits to it. But for a second, for Wish for Life, Mark Twain, a reference to asking questions. That is absolutely true. And honestly, my whole thing is, I don't believe, like, you may think it's a dumb question, but it's not. Believe me, I'm guilty of that, thinking my questions are dumb when they're really not. I do this all the time on that vampire thing. Yeah, McKenna, I'm sorry to bother you, but I think this question's stupid, but... No, your question is not stupid. It'll give, like a 3-paragraph explanation as to, why to answer my question, not to explain why it's not stupid, but and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it was a real question. He goes, don't ever worry about asking questions here. So that's the same thing. Don't ever worry about asking questions here. Thank you so much. What is that? I can't say your name. Barat Noth. Noth. I can call you Noth. Noth, welcome to the tavern. And thank you so much. I'm trying a big experiment. So, alright, so I still have issues considering this, making this statement, but the reason why I'm doing this, I'm trying something that's like really hard for me. I've never tried doing like a sunset lighting pattern, but that's what this is. The intent is this is going to be. I'm trying now to get away from it looking like a non-metal metallic gold and more like maybe sunset. So I thought, I didn't ever expect this to happen, but I got a gold medal at ReaperCon for painter. I did not think I would ever see it. If I did, it would be years from now, because I didn't think I improved that much in 4 years. So I decided what I need to do next, because I don't want to find my high point. I never want to find my best piece. Don't ever find it. Always keep climbing. And I think even in the best in the world, which I am not, but the best in the world are always trying to one-up themselves. And that's the way you keep going and you keep your interest in this hobby. So I am trying to, basically this is my next step in evolution. Thank you so much. I'm still shocked. My ReaperCon performance was unbelievable. I didn't expect any of it, and I'm still stunned to this day. I got arrested at AAC, which is an anime con that I staff at. Cyrus had me arrested. He was the one that ran this charity or a thing there where you could arrest your friends, and all the money went to charity. It was really cool. People had a ton of fun with it, and it's going to be back next year. So he arrested me because I can't accept that I'm good enough to earn a gold medal. And I still don't accept that I'm good enough. I've seen the Ann Forresters and the David Diamondstones and the Rhonda Benders of this world, and it's like I do not belong with them. They are so incredible. Michael Proctor and oh my god, there's so many unbelievably great painters. So that's life. We keep learning and getting better everything we choose to invest our valuable time into. That is absolutely that's what I'm trying to do here. I love to make it to ReaperCon. You should go to ReaperCon some year. It really is a good time. It is the only con I know. Now, maybe there's more out there that I don't know, but it's the only one I personally know that the focus of the con is painting. All the others, like Adepticon and Nova and Las Vegas Open, all that, they are cons where, yes, there's an emphasis on painting miniatures, but there's also the big part of that is devoted to the gaming aspect and the tournaments and such. ReaperCon is the only one I know that the absolute focus of the con is painting minis. I'm debating when I have confined and have 4 classes to teach me that maybe the next time I'll reach out to ReaperCon and offer to teach. Because I really do like to teach. I really like to encourage people to do this. And if you teach 4, they'll fly you out and put you up. That's what I heard from Ron Hawkins. It's not gold medal. That's why I'm trying to shift it away. It's actually a sunset. So she's not in metal. And it's like, so there's this, then here's her armor, which is like Earth Sky, non-metal metallic. I think I need to bump and make it more rocky looking. But it is a reflection. I'm actually debating whether or not I really want this here because the sun's coming this way. That probably doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't mind having the highlights, but I feel like it needs to probably not be that kind of highlight. So yeah, that's what the deal is. I'm trying 2 different techniques. The gold medal you want. Oh wait, what's it? Where's the gold medal? Well, don't laugh. It's actually in. I can pull it out. It's actually not hard to get to because it's right here. It's in a box. I haven't figured out where I'm putting it in my room. I brought it with me to a couple cons because I just like, you know what, fuck it. I earned this thing. I'm bringing it. I'm going to show it off. My cons are done for the year. I have to unpack all my shit. Where is my gold medal? It should be in here. But right now, yeah, it's right here. I also got another one for the best display. I'm going to probably put a little paint on these because the medals are the same every year. I think I'm going to paint on it. On the back that somewhere on this. Maybe the side. I'm going to paint out what it was for in the year. Because it is just a medal. They've had the same medals forever. I have their silvers. But probably because they buy so friggin' many of them that they carry them over a year. They probably buy like 5,000 medals to save money. So yeah, here it is. And I also ended up getting some trophies and things too with there. I actually got I got a trophy. I gotta get a good pictures, like some even better pictures of the Kathy Wapple diorama I did. And I need to get to Dark Sword. I've just been, I think I warned him, I'm just really busy. Paint a gold medal for painting. I know, right? So, okay. So, Noth, since you're new, I know Chromatic Minis, obviously, is a painter. Yeah. So, Chromatic, are you a lady? Because obviously I cannot tell from your name. I should never ever actually assume gender, and unfortunately sometimes I do because so many guys. And that's the thing. One of the reasons why I do all the cons. You are a woman. Yes! So one of the reasons why I do like the public painting events and I try to be a public face is to show that women are part of this hobby. You know, because we are. Yeah, don't, and by the way, if I call you he, please don't be offended. It's not with any disrespect. I'm not like somebody who will misgender somebody on purpose. It's always by accident. Who is it? I can't remember the friggin' tag of her. She's a she, and I keep calling her he, and I feel so bad every friggin' time I do it. Because it's another thing. It's like, Muse's Touch is not exactly a gender, it's not exactly a gender saying, name either. But yeah, one of the reasons why I started doing conventions and things like that was I looked in a White Dwarf magazine and saw the Golden Demon winners. This is a long time ago. I've been doing conventions now for close to 20 years. Probably 20 years actually. And one of the things I saw was how there were all the winners of the Golden Demon, all the award winners were white guys. So I'm here to help try to promote diversity. Now, granted, if you're a white guy and you want to learn a hobby, you're welcome to my table too. Everybody's welcome as long as you are kind. As long as you're kind, want to be in this hobby, and you're not there to basically. Sorry, I just saw something that made me laugh. Anybody's welcome as long as you're not a dick. I mean, I will say guy. Now, I will say call girls guys too. So there's no gender actually intended when hey guys, I just kind of use a gender neutral term, but doesn't way. So the best way to learn and continue learning is to teach. So I love the teaching side of the hobby. Well, thank you. I appreciate you too for coming and visiting. I hope you come back and visit and chat with me more because you guys are what make the stream what it is. You guys, honestly, I sit here and paint minis. You guys are the ones who make it interesting. I started the stream because now I got a couple new people who don't know. The reason why I actually started the stream was so I could spend time, so I could feel like I'm at a con. I started at the very end of the pandemic. When we were starting to come out, cons were starting to come back, and I regret not doing it sooner. But I missed the interaction with people at cons and such, and this is kind of like a con. I'll be sitting here working, and you guys kind of rolling it out in chat. That's sort of, and there are people sitting here painting quietly. That's kind of how it works. It really is like a con. So I did it for that reason. Plus, also, we don't want to talk about my closet of shame. There is, behind the rainbow flag, ironically, there is a closet of shame. Yes, it has skeletons. But I have all my unpainted, well, not all. I have a good portion of my unpainted shame in that closet. I also have it on my shelf. I have it in a drawer at work. Because originally I was going to pull minis out to paint if I ever ran out of commission stuff. I haven't run out of commission stuff. So, in fact, I just got 2 more jobs. One, I'm almost done because they're time sensitive because of Christmas. So I've upped my game by trying to create this thing, which said I'm doing a sunset effect and trying to do Erskine on metal metallic. And I said somebody probably should take my brushes away from me because it's not healthy what I'm doing to myself. It's one thing to try one new technique. It's another thing to try all the new techniques at once. So, but I've been painting for forever. I'm old. I was bought by the Indiana Con, so I can't enjoy the local Hilton cons. I'm trying to figure out the events. There are no painting events or shop surprise, so I really like this platform. Yeah, that's true, and I'm really sorry you don't. But, wait, so I'm gonna guess, North, you are a painter, right? Dude is gender neutral. I feel like guys become gender neutral, too. Yeah, North, do you paint, and what do you like to paint? And, I feel really kind of sad for that. I'm sad actually there are no shops because that would have I would have told you to go out and do this because you'll get people to come. What Indiana Con? All right, Mr. Fix-It, you got to explain that. What does that mean? Ew, we gotta fix this. So, just to say a little bit, but yeah, I've been painting for, oh god, probably 25 years now. I did have a break, so, in there, where I did not paint at all. I basically started taking commissions before I was really ready to. And then I got swarmed one con, and then I just kind of shut down. So, I basically took an extended break from it, and when I was ready to come back and do this, and take commissions, yeah, at least mentally, then I came back. So, that's a little context on me. I did it because also I'm a gamer. I play Dungeons & Dragons. I also play these days I play Vampire the Masquerade. And I did it because I would go in game stores and I'd see the miniatures. And I've always been a crafty person and art. I actually have an art degree. I've been a graphic designer at my job for 31, getting closer to 32 years than 31. White highlights to the hair here. And it just was a natural fit to put my two loves together, my love of art and my love of gaming, or of my love of fantasy. Let's be real here. You do not have to like gaming to do this hobby. You just have to like to paint this stuff. So you've been painting for a few months. Oh, that's cool. I'm very new at it. I paint D&D minis. That's my main bread and butter. Someone prints those here. I am not an artist, but I never did anything like this. You know what? The only artsy things, the only things you have to know that like a college could teach you, basically, is color theory. And the color theory really is the biggest thing I use in my college. I know is color theory, but I've always had a sense of color. That's sort of if I had any talent, that it's in color and composition. Composition serves me well when making dioramas. Color serves me well for painting minis. But even I have to do the go-to of at least the basic, complementary colors if I'm stuck on a color scheme. Managing commissions without burnout is a whole skill in itself. You know what I do, Chromatic? I tell everybody I have a full-time job and you'll get your mini in a while. If somebody needs one really quick, I'll bump everyone else's because I have to. And I'll get it done like I'm painting a dog right now. But I make sure that people know that it is like one of the things I love doing, but it's not the important thing that I make my money off of. My job is. I do not charge that much, like in terms of per hour. I feel like maybe this sounds so egotistical. Now that I'm a gold medalist, I should charge more, right? I'm not going to do that. I might charge another $5 or something, make it $40 for commission, and cap it there for a long time. So I'm just rolling back chat. But because I think it's a painting. Print those. So I'm an art. No. So you don't have to be an artist. You have to be good at like I view that mini painting is you color in the lines and then you learn a bunch of techniques to jazz it up. Color theory will help, but but basically, someone put all the lines in here for you. Unless you're going to do a lot of freehanding, just paint within the lines. I paint and shelf them. I paint and shelf all my stuff too. I do play with some of the mini, like, I do actually paint my characters and such for my D&D games. I'll paint my husband's, because God knows he will never pick up a brush. And I've painted for some of my friends in the group too. I am probably the group painter. Well, I'm not actually. We have 2 painters in the group. Rocket Cooper is also a painter in our group. Actually, painting is my full-time job for 2 years before probably my first game that I used minis. Art vibes is all the way for me. Well, I'm painting 2D art. Well, like you look at James Wapple, he started as a 2D artist, and then Kathy dragged him into painting minis, and now that's what he does. Goals in life would be to quit my job and do this full time. That's my retirement plan. More than anything else. Yeah, little red tulips. I'm going to do a little bit more in her hair, and then I'm going to have to call it because it'll be show and tell time. So, last call for show and tell for this week. Obviously, there'll be another one probably next week. Will be the pre-Thanksgiving. Normally, I said, for this time of year, I actually do like to paint holiday minis. But due to the fact that I do have plans of going to Adepticon, and this sort of falls in it too. This mini, by the way, just to explain to all you lovely people. Your paint and stream schedule? You mean like when am I on here? I do have a normal schedule. It is, I'll say it at the end too. My normal schedule for painting and streaming here, if that's what you mean, is I paint on Saturdays at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. All times Eastern, all times afternoon. So 12:30 p.m. Mondays at 7 o'clock, and Wednesdays at 8:30. Oh, you are a full-time mini painter. Do a little 2D stuff now, but it was minis first. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I got into the 2D stuff way before that. So that is my schedule. If you are in Massachusetts, we can always get together. I paint at a couple stores on a monthly basis, depending on my schedule. Actually, I did not have any painting days, sadly, in October because I was busy every single Sunday. 3 of my Sundays, I was away from home at cons, or I went to Florida for a LARP. And then the other one, I went to King Richard's Fair with friends. So we have free tickets. So normally though, my paintings, that is like my schedule. Please. I don't have like I would have really loved to do like a paint and share on Discord. Wait a minute, you're in New England? Where are you, Chromatic? I did not know this. I've not met you at any cons, have I? Like, do you go to any conventions in New England? I said, I did. You're in Vermont. You don't go to Carnage, do you? That's the obvious one. Shit. I'm in Massachusetts. I'm about as far east and north as you can go. Well, I'm not east. Used to be Cape Cod. I'm as far north as you can get in Massachusetts. I'm about 1 mile away from the New Hampshire border. Okay, so yeah, that's what I basically, I was at Carnage this year. I'm now officially, I do paint takes now for them too. They invited me when I was at TotalCon. I do Adepticon last 2 years, but that's only currently. Yeah, so I will be at Adepticon this year. So you definitely have to come and run. We have to meet up there for sure. I will be doing. I'm gonna enter the Golden Demon. Why not? Why not? And I'm gonna probably enter. I'd like to enter Resin Beast. I'd like to enter maybe BattleTech. I bought some minis for that. The Catalyst Games one. I think Privateer Press runs their Grandmasters competition. I would love that too. So, but you said, too bad you're a little far away, because otherwise it'd be like, you should come and join me on Sundays when I'm painting. Paint, chat, and share sounds awesome. So, what I wish I could do, but I don't have time, that's the problem, is I'd love to have like a paint night on my Discord. But right now, I just have too much going on. And I do, the couple nights a week I have off, I just kind of want them off. I need time for myself too. So that's why I haven't done it. But I do have a channel in my Discord that says Paint Club. Oh, come on, get it done. So, well, if you want to see my person and talk about it, then come to Carnage next year. I will be at Carnage. I already know. So the problem is, there was a concern I had about the anime con I staff at being on the same weekend as Carnage, because they keep inching backwards. And I told our con chair for the anime con this, and I'm like, I think we would have been on the same day. But we can't be, because we are moving venues. I do know where we're going to, but I can't say anything until it's officially announced. So I'm sorry if you're interested in another anime con. Yes, that's what it's really called, or AAC. If you're working about and you're one of my friends from around here who is just an attendee, I cannot tell you where we're going, or one of my artists. I cannot tell you where I'm going. But I do know where it is, and it's hugely exciting. All I know is everyone better friggin' bring every friend and whatnot, because it's also a lot more expensive to do this con. So, you know what? I just remembered. I laughed earlier and said I just saw something that was funny. What it was they have a Celestia collaboration list, and I was on it. And I'm like, you're telling me to collaborate with myself? What the fuck? So, I have faith in you, though. I mean, you have a good amount of months to get it finished. So, but keep in mind. So this one, I know I'm going over time. So this mini, what this is for, is at Total Confusion Game Con. I host the miniature painting contest, or organize it, or what have you. Come to think of it, I've got to get them stuff to put up on the site, because it needs to be announced on the website. But basically I organize it. So a couple of years ago, a couple of other streamer friends of mine, they go to TotalCon and we hang out all weekend and paint. So one is Gel Tip and one is a Night Whisper. They are also both New England. They're also both New Englanders. They're all from Massachusetts. So the previous year, Gel Tip had won the Best in Show. I mean, it's not a very big competition, and they're really good painters, so it really wasn't surprising. But Gel Tip had won the Best in Competition, and then it was the year that I knew Night Whisper was going to get it. But before that happened, Gel Tip walks up to me and goes, if you win Best in Show this year, Carol is going to have to, or Muses, or Carol is going to have to pick a mini that we have to paint off head to head. So I'm like, and by the way, I'm sorry if you've heard this story. I've told it a bazillion times, but I have new people. So Gel Tip. So I said, okay, sure, I can pick something for you two to paint. And then about 5 minutes later or whatnot, he comes by and goes, you have to paint it too. And I'm like, oh, I do I? Well, fine. And then I picked the genie. I think it's in my slideshow. I picked the genie that's in there. And the rules of this little friendly competition. So, oh wait, I'll get to the competition. So I put a ton of time into it. I took it seriously. And then I was like, I want to participate, but I can't enter the main one because I organize it. And I don't want to, any, judging, whatnot. I don't want to ever win and then be judged. There, actually, I just saw it pop up. Well, I sat there and thought about it. I'm like, maybe I can make this a separate competition. And we'll have the attendees vote on it. So that's what I did. And so we have the Masters of Mini Painting. It's a friendly, the Masters of Mini Painting Invitational, because I have to invite people to do this. Right now, it started with 3, there's now 4 of us. And so I basically, the rules are this. We pick a mini at TotalCon. So we picked this one last TotalCon, and you have basically a year to paint it and get it, and then you bring it in, and the attendees vote on it. And I also do have a judge's pick. So far, I've won both years in the attendee vote, which is like, okay, cool. I won the first year by 1 vote. We had over 100 votes, which was really nice. And then last year, my margin of victory was bigger, but that was also my gold medal winning piece. Now that just shows you how much I throw into this competition. We're all friends, and it's only for bragging rights. And this year, it's my friend Peter, who is a ReaperCon gold medalist as well. I always have mad respect. He won the judges pick last year. And then Night Whisper and Jeltip, myself. It is such a fun competition, and we use that because it's for bragging rights, and that's all that's really on the line, and making ourselves better. That's why we really, I think we all go all out in this. Where can I see your gold medal pieces? Hold on. I can pull, let me see. It's somewhere on my Discord, but I will pull, tell you what. We're going to do show and tell anyways. So I guess I'll go see if I can, oh, that didn't shut off. I shut down Discord, but it's still going. Okay. Did I put it ever and finished? I'm really bad at posting in my own server. I may have put all my competition pieces in there somewhere. I have to go way back because you guys are great about posting stuff in here. E14. Let's see. If I posted in there, it would be after that. Crazy good. And then we actually do have to get to, I know I have to share the screen, so. Did I not put it in here? Ooh, maybe I didn't put it, maybe I didn't put them in here. Why did I not put them in here? Alright, fine. Let me go find, let's go to Instagram. I have the piece, but it's put away. I gotta take out all my shit and put it back in display. I'm using touch, by the way. Okay, yeah, I thumbnailed it. Okay. This was my winner. This was my gold medal winner right here. Hold on. Oh, right, I can't do this because I'm on a friggin' different screen. Alright, I could split up my internet things, but I'm not. So this was my winner. I'm still stunned that it got a gold medal. I thought there was going to be mole lines or whatever in it, and they didn't see them, which was good. I cleaned a lot of them out because this was for a serious competition, our little thing. I brought it as because I was like, I almost didn't bring it. And then it's like last minute, I'm like, fuck it. I really am proud of that piece. I really love it. And I'm gonna bring it. We'll see if it does. We'll see what it does. If this is it. And then I laughed when I saw it was the one they picked. And then I didn't laugh and was just stunned when it won a gold medal. But that's the piece. Now as for, oh look, Aurora pictures. The Aurora Borealis was brilliant here. This was the Kathy Wapple diorama I did. I need to get a beauty shot of this side. I threw this up because I had it, but this is not actually done. But this is my Kathy Wapple. It came in 3rd place for single mini, even though it was diorama, but they really liked the way she was painted, I guess. And so I won 3rd place for that one. That was a passion project, though. You could see. What the hell? What the hell's going on with my thing here? There we go. So you can see I put some shadow lines and such in there. And dead leaves, diseased leaves and things. So I was very proud of her too. How's that one? I do have one where I put my, yeah, this was my basically, I can't zoom in on these. That was my display. I won best display. But the purple display. Okay, all right, here they are. So I entered, that's the genie. That was the first entry in our little Masters of Mini Painting. I'm really proud of him too. That's the Kathy. This one won Kawana's 32mm category, which I really was surprised. I thought Gel Tip should have won it. He had a lot of really cool details in his that I did not have. He had freehanding and he built a whole diorama around it. And but you like, I don't know. This was my bronze, no, my silver medal, my silver dog tag for Bombshell. A pirate. This got a gold medal from Moonlight Mini, so oh, her eye looks weird. Oh, I know why, because it is weird. It's purple and this actually is gold and it's not picking up on camera. That was a bronze medal because I can't paint vehicles for shit. Vehicles are a different thing altogether, but I want to enter something in the Turbo Dork metallic thing. It did not win either, which is fine. This was a piece I just really liked. I wanted to try to get into the Mouseling ones, but the Mouseling competition was just ridiculous. I need to do a diorama, I think, with multiple Mouselings in it instead of just one. But I'm really proud of her. I really like that. I tried to do a chibi. I did not get anything for this, but I'm actually very proud of it, and I think it came out really good. In spite of the fact it did not get a medal, but I mean they only give out 3, and there's a lot of people that enter, so. And this was a piece you all helped with. A lot of my streamers helped me with this, viewers, because this was, I liked it because there's just so many crazy techniques on it. I brought it, and that's where the birch bark came from. All right, we're gonna go back to now actually seeing stream. It is a frost giant, yes. The fellow pirate, yeah, cool. Yeah, the patterns are crazy. So basically, you can blame. Sorry. Gotta go here. You can blame my viewers because I do a thing. Shit. I do a thing on, or I used to. I have got to still catch up. I'm behind on commissions. I'm behind on rewards. I've been sort of picking away at them when I can. I will get to them. I will get everybody's stuff. I swear to God. The next thing I'm finishing up is I gotta finish up was gonna say Cowboy Bebop. It's Bebop Chan. I've actually was working on hers, and then I got sidetracked with other projects I need to do. So last stream was, what, the 8th? Yeah, that'd be the 8th. Oh, it's right. We had a top. By the way, how's this new guy? So one thing is, if I do have a painting advice channel, so it's probably better than the work in progress one. I think we saw that one. No, we didn't see that one. We saw bits of that. Oh my god, Mr. Fix It. This is a lot. Why do I feel like it should be the 9th? Oh wait, it was... No, that's Sunday. 9th is Sunday. 8th was the last day we did this. So I think that was the last one. Okay, so here's the work in progresses. Also, I need to rearrange my screen so I can see chat. And make it look all pretty. Okay, so I think Night Whisper might have finished this and hopefully put in finished work, but we'll do a little quick bit. I think he was going to enter this in Barhammer. He should enter this in something. Maybe he should bring it to Nova. Not Nova. He should bring it to Captain Con and enter it in there, because it's really cool. He's a really good painter. And he did 2D art, so... But, the flowers... The flowers on the back of this are just absolutely fucking killer. I actually said I wasn't going to dwell too long on it. So, Mr. Fix It. I mean, you're really hearkening to what I like, which is purple. Oh my god, the shiny purple. This is beautiful. I love the color of it. It's so shiny. Those flowers are nuts. Wait, you like paint stuff on sprues? The devil you say. I'm kidding. Do what works for you. That's what my #1 rule is. Do what works for you. By the way, at one of my local game stores, Creator Pull Games now is selling Gunpla. I honestly should see if they'll sponsor my stream. Because I like to advertise. I could advertise for them. Or maybe see if the Soldier sponsor my stream. I mean, I don't have like tons of people here, but I love this color scheme. Man, that shiny purple is or magenta. Not purple. It's a little too purple to be considered magenta. That is a lovely color. Alright, we went back to the beginning. Oh, there's more. Because you can only post so many pictures. You know what's funny? We've heard the term war dollies for these. Boy, I feel like this is a war dolly. It reminds me, it's big enough to be what I would consider a doll. I love that term, though. It's again. It'd be really cool to see how this all goes together. Oh, alright, there it is. It's posable. Ooh, you can interchange the weapons. And it's got a lightsaber. It's a Sith, apparently. That looks really nice. I may be the one thing. There's no one thing actually. There's nothing I really could say for improvement. I think actually it looks really good the way it is. It's very clean, which is what you really want for these. You dropped the whole process at once? What do you mean? Wait. By drop, you didn't mean drop this whole... Oh, you dropped everything at once on here. Yeah, you did. So, I will say this. I think it's beautiful. It doesn't obviously have to change at all. But I'll tell you, that shield has got some serious real estate for freehanding on there or putting a symbol. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe there's a decal. But, I love it. Oh, you were interested in suggestions for the shield. He goes, Leo, selection for what? So, they said you get so much real estate. You could paint whatever you wanted on there. Like, is there a symbol or whatnot? Or you can look for decal. They didn't give. It'd be nice if they gave you some decals or something to go on that. But it is a lot of real estate. You could do something fun with that. You can make a set. Like, actually, we know somebody here who recently joined that. Maybe it's you with the stencils. No, I know it's the other dude, I think, or dudette. And I think it's in finished work. All right, so this was from Chanur. That's, oh my god. So we saw this last week. And he had the colors of the astronauts and stuff, and he had this all situated. He started painting this. Now, this is what I think I was looking at when I said, you know, maybe on mine I need to actually vary my landscape, the earth part of the earth and sky. But look at the friggin' reflections. Like, the reflection of the astronauts in there. Oh my lord. That is so amazing. Also the landscape. Oh, was you? So yeah, sure. You know what? It is your piece. If that's what you're leaning towards, do it. Put that on there. So yeah, you're good at freehanding the stuff or doing the stencil thing. Absolutely. Friggin' put something on that shield. The one, I will say, it is a lot of pink. It is just like kind of, so you do have black in there. It is a lot of pink. It's metallic, so you don't really have to highlight anything because the light will make the highlights. You could shadow all the lines, like all the recesses. And it'll make the pink jump a little more. This is amazing. Holy crap. Chanur is a really good painter. I'm gonna have to get the name. This is a new person to our server, and he asked actually a really good question on this. As I said, I do actually have a, well, thank you, by the way. Baron North has actually joined us. Yay! I'll make sure I send a hello. Problem is I'm on streamers mode, so I don't actually see the names, and I'm really sucky at remembering the names. Oh, shiny new paint stuff. Oh, it's a ceramic. So, yeah, really good question on how to handle this piece. I think, by the way, what we've got is a very good start. I mean, this is coming out cool. The glowy eyes in the skull look, oh god, they actually jump at you. I will say this, value-wise, if you put this into black and white, it would all be like one color. But that's okay, you can do that because you're looking at it in color and they do actually stand out. But it is the value is very similar over the whole piece. Maybe some darker shadows, this would be warranted, but I will say this right now. This almost jumps up. I almost wish he would glow the eyes up here. He's really good at glowing eyes. Or something to make the head. From what I've been told, you want the face to be where your eye jumps to. But right now, I mean, I don't want to be rude because of where it jumps to. I'm being funny, guys. It's no, I think it's a good piece, and I really do love the eyes and the skull on the piece on his belt. But it does jump right down to that part of the body. By the way, hi, my name's Carol. I'm a terrible fucking person. Moist is the word of the stream. But no, I really like this. I love the purple he picked. Or they picked. I should not assume. I love the purple they picked. I think it's a great demony purple. Now, you wouldn't necessarily have to change any of this. It's actually pretty good the way it is. That's a natural light. Okay. What he's going for is this. He wants to do something with the insides of the wings. I said basically, you'd probably have to, because orange and yellows are so translucent, what he'd probably have to do is actually repaint this white. Or you even do it a gray, but I would do it white so that everything pops. And then you need to basically blend in. It's really tough to tell if these are painted shadows or shadows. But, like you could add like, almost looks like it's a dark purple in here if you were going to shadow it and blend it into the yellow and orange. And there's some red tones in there too. It's very cool. It's a really cool piece. And it's a really good, so I basically said you need to paint white down and then start over to get these colors. I go, I don't know what the back of the wings look like. I guess he said maybe they're the similar. But in order to get the going, and you know, Kevin posted a really cool video on glazing, which is what I was kind of doing here with the reds on her, just to glaze it in there. And then we have, let's see, okay, so back to the actually Starfinder Arcata from WizKids. Luke wrote a picture for reference. So this is the picture. That's a really scary thing. So he's painting up as a monster. It's a Starfinder monster, so that's these guys here. Those actually remind me of the tentacle doggies from, what's the game? It's a video game. It's the one with Leon. There's been more than one. Fuck. Somebody will know that name. So black wash goes super light and get to get darker. Oh, you're talking about what on the other piece? Oh yeah, like you're talking about like the shadowing. Yeah, that would be a good idea. You do black, or you could even do like just darker colors. That, like so, like the blue would be a dark blue. But I mean, I like the thought of like your shadows all being the same too. Shiny Mew paints. Another oh, it's not a goblin. Shiny Mew paints usually does goblins. This must be, looks with the tail, it's obviously a demon, probably a succubus. She's rather voluptuous. That's lovely. That's really cool. And different color scheme for Shiny Mew paints. And by the way, Shiny Mew paints is the one that I think I accidentally constantly misgender. Shiny Mew paints is a she. I love the headpiece and that the green gemstone. This is actually in the eyes, really, in the hair, really get your eyes up there. My eyes are up here, you know, folks. Resident Evil, yes, thank you. That is the one. They married the tentacle doggies from Resident Evil. We actually made a lot of fun of that. We had a Cthulhu game. We did a Cthulhu one-shot at a con. And there were tentacle doggies. And DJ, my best friend DJ, gamer DJ on here, he basically went, bad tentacle doggy with a newspaper with a pipe in it. And like, that's what he said. So when we saw him there, we laughed. Hey, it's tentacle doggies! Alright, let's go to finished stuff. Because that is the end of the work in progresses. Oh yeah, this is all your stuff. This is what I was talking about, by the way. The really cool little stencils and freehanding. Yes, do something like this on your shield. Alright, so first up from Bacon Golem. What do we got? We got... I think this is... Not positive, I think this is... thought it was Warhammer. Maybe it's not Warhammer Quest. Did he actually explain what it is? I don't think so. Yeah, this is Warhammer Quest. This is the, at least that's what he said. I have this. It's the undead versus, you know, the heroes there. I'm bad at names, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a video. Yeah, that's Warhammer. And this is from that game. What's it called? It's that famous game, Curse City. This is from Curse City. They have probably the most amazing models that Warhammer's ever made in that box. I friggin' someday need to paint stuff in the box. Like everything else I own. Please, oh, Noth, please do. My whole thing is that you is a safe space to post your work. People cannot be insulting. It's definitely, people are not insulting. We all understand. We've all been at various points in the journey, so do not feel intimidated at all. Please post your stuff. And this is how I run my feedback and things. There's the heroes. And I said, I want to do this so bad because I really like Curse City stuff. I bought a couple of the other undead things too that actually go with it. That's so beautiful. Smart Goblin, who, oh my lord, probably the most prolific painter out of anybody here because he paints so much stuff. This is definitely some Reaper stuff from the Brimewind sets. At least I think. Very nice. His leg is like a bone. That is creepy as fuck. Little imps. Is that it? Oh, that is it. Okay, it's the finished version. Although it's really dark, Shanur. Oh, I'm gonna have to tell him he needs to do this. I mean, maybe that's part of the mood. It is cool. I like this photo a little better. I do. This piece is awesome. That's gonna do well. It's still part of the competition. That is so lovely. And I love the reflection that's painted in there. My god. So, Mr. Fix-It, Kip bashed the gun. That's also, by the way, what Smart Goblin is famous for, is kip bashing. That's a big fucking gun for that thing, though. Oh my god. Holy shit. I'm sorry. And your work is not boring. It's just... It's that time of the day where I really... He looks great, though. Oh, Shiny Faints finished the succubus. Or the demon. I'm just gonna go with demon. It's got multiple arms. That's really nice. Really, really like it. I was thinking, I really love the green gems. The blue-green gems. Those are pretty. I like the little highlight on there, too. Oh my god, he did do the focus. So there's the Akata conversion. So he kit bashed those. They're so creepy. And he made a Poke-Tool! I actually have I got this from the Poke-Tool class. I actually did my own. Which, funny, the thing is, mine's like a cat. It was a fun class. I need to do something of mine. I'm thinking about, I could put a beer mug or something like that. Maybe cast it someday. Alright, so Black Skull. So, you know, I don't even have to look. I know this is his. It's gotta be Harley Quinn. Oh, wow. See? Really nicely done for comic style. I said maybe a few more little lines like on the car, but I think it's so good. I told him, hashtag goals. Get good enough so that maybe you can win a best in show with one of these entries. If we can break the meta. That's what it was, breaking the meta. That came out nice. Really, really, God, I really like it. Also, really, actually, I do it. Look at that cell shading down there on the clouds. That's such a good example of how to do it right. Okay, so this is, oh, that's cool. So, oh, you did post some stuff. Cool. Okay, so Lotus K. I'm going to be entering this in the Acadian Brush at PAX Unplugged. Maybe some year I have to get there to enter stuff like this, but it's not horribly far from me. I could drive there. That came out. Oh my god, that came out so good. So, I think if she want, I don't know if Lotus K is still around. I mean, she's streaming at 2:30, so likely not. Oh wait, it's after 2:30. Ha! I gotta get this done. Because I have to go. I have things I gotta do. The one thing I think I would do, tell her to do, if she wants my advice, is to bump up all, like, this is competition, so I would bump up all, like, I would have more contrast, so more highlights, definitely. I think it's lacking a little bit of highlight. But the colors are friggin' beautiful. It's so well painted. It's well executed. That's the one thing I think it could really use, is just a little bit more highlight. The shadows, I think, are good. But it definitely could use some more highlights. And I find this a lot when I judge, that I do find a lot of people, they do not go enough with their contrast. I'm trying to do that on my piece here, so. Alright, I'm excited. So, Barrett Noth. What an interesting name, though. Those are so neat. I love them. I love I assume that's an owl bear. I love owl bears anyways. And like the orc, that is such a cool green tone for skin. I love it. I've been, like, for my 40k orcs, I've been going brighter than this, like more yellow-green. But I really dig this. That is a beautiful color. Nice spacing and everything on them too. Good, great couple of tabletop minis. Oh my god. Those look like they'd be fun to play with. Friggin' awesome Noth. That is so good. Alright. Here, by the way, since I'm here. Oh my god, Mr. Fix-It. I love the fact you're putting up gifs and memes. And by the way, we have a meme channel, so don't hesitate to use it. And it is marked so you can put adult memes in there. Alright. Let's shut that off. My phone so I can figure out. It is time. It's actually, you know what? I wouldn't think so. But by the way, because there are so many sources out there. Like when I started, it's a lot harder when there was no YouTube really to speak of, or Twitch or anything like this. You know, it's just maybe starting to get into this, but I'm not even sure I don't even think YouTube existed when I started. Yeah, good job, everybody. So, just said I have a Discord if you want to join it and join in the fun. Actually, did you post anything, Chromatic? You put up your thing, though. Oh, I don't know if I can get back to it. I can find you, though. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go to Insta. Alright, we don't want mine anymore. There you are. Oh yeah, your name's actually on there. That would tell me it's a she. Alright, let's look at some of yours. Oh my lord. Yeah, you're friggin' amazing. Try my Discord. Post your stuff there. Holy shit. Whoa, that's so good. Look at that. Wait, Granite Con? Wait. Oh, you went to Granite... Oh, I don't friggin' wanna... Wait, Granite Con has a painting competition? I have real issues with Granite Con. I'm gonna be friggin' honest. They harassed me at the con. So I choose not to go there and give them a damn cent of my money. But I didn't know they actually had a painting competition. That would make me a little more tempted. In fact, I've never even heard of it. They need to make it more obvious. But yeah, they harassed me twice in 2 years. Their head of guest did. I just can't. So, just so you know, that's who you're giving your money to. They're a bunch of assholes. Sorry, I'll get away from that. Get on to what matters, which is the minis. Yeah, by the way, you deserve all those medals. Let's look at, like, your pin stuff. Look at that. Look at that. I also love the fact you have a very definitive style with your stuff. The way you apply something in the way you apply your paint. It's almost got like a dusty look. It's not muted. That's not the term because you got bright colors, but it's sort of the way that's friggin' amazing though. Holy crap. Everyone follow Chromatic Minis on Discord. I need to get some really cool plinths like that to put my stuff on before Adepticon. See, I love your colors. This is something I'd probably like to delve into, is to do more crazy, like, bright color schemes like this. I love these colors. And also to, like, do some of the cool things, like it's sort of like what I'm doing with that curly Anne, where I've got, like, that, you know, like the oranges and such on top of the purples for the parts of her skin that are not in the sunshine. That's friggin' amazing. Resin Bee Sentry. I need to find something to paint for them. That's, like, that looks so fiery. Oh my god, that looks so good. Alright, I want to do a little bit. That is friggin' amazing. Come and join my server, damn it. Oh wait, I didn't have the thing on, did I? I'm so sorry. You know what I meant to do this. Is it? Yeah, it's working. Sorry about that. Well, I'll go. I'm an idiot. Well, this was the cat. I said, I noticed, like, with this, you've got a style with the way you put your, I don't know, it's the colors you use or whatnot. You definitely have a style. So sorry, I did not mean to do this. These are like your pin post. These guys were the color ones. I love the colors of these. And I'm sort of delving into that whole trying to experiment with color, like, you know, like I have the orange and the purple there on the skin tones of my thing. And I'm sort of trying to delve into sort of this idea. But I just absolutely love this. I said, I'll do a resin beast. Yeah, we're going through. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, yeah. So, like, the fire on this, like, it looks like fire. That's so cool. Beautiful job. And then I was like, oh my gosh, look at these. And then I saw your thing for GraniteCon, and then went off on Granite. It was triggered. Yeah, I'm not gonna beat you. No way. But I said, I didn't even know they actually had a competition there. And I said I would go if I felt like giving them my money. But as I said, and I'm not going to go back to that. I believe in positivity. They're just... Well, wait. Oh, it said Granite Con. Oh, it's not the same thing? You didn't give me info about this. Chromatic, when is this? Where is this? I don't care if it is Granite. If it said Granite Con. Is that a different con than Granite State? Because I always thought they were kind of called the same. It does look like a blacklight picture. Yeah, but you're really good, okay? You're really good. You deserve the praise. Yeah, it looks... Yeah, I'll go with those comments. I'm gonna go... I'm gonna click this link. Oh. Oh, it is completely different. Oh, shit. I need to do this. Oh, you know what? No, I know why. Because another anime con was that same weekend. But I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this. Everything... Although next year Carnage might be the same weekend. You definitely deserve all of that, those awards. So it's literally just a, so it's really a mini painting competition. Yeah, stop being an artist and let me praise you. But but that was a mini paint, but you're painting minis, so it's obviously a mini painting competition. I mean, I guess they are scale models, aren't they? Maybe I'll show up. I said I would love to show up to something like that. I may have to like because right now, as far as I know, Captain Con was like the biggest mini painting competition in New England. But I may have to change that if that indeed might actually beat it. Hey, if they ever want me to come and run a paint at this event, as long as I'm not doing AAC on that weekend, it'd be all good. We might move to November too. We're either gonna move to the first week of November, or we're doing August next year. The only bad thing about the August date is there's a brand new gaming con that's gonna happen, and I think it's in Vermont. They're associated with Mayhem. Scale model shows have 1 million categories for tanks and planes, like 4 categories fantasy stuff can go. Well, but at least they have 4 categories for fantasy stuff. ReaperCon only has 4 categories, and like literally only have 1 for tanks and such. All right, I've got a raid out. We're gonna go visit Lotus K. She's gonna be my raid buddy for Saturdays when I think that's what I'm going to do. As long as she's streaming, she'll be my raid buddy for Saturdays when Ball GN's not here. I need a backup. Thank you. No, thank you for your company. That's why I do this set, is to get the company, guys. I said the striking thing was that people absolutely subbed to me, and I don't know why. Like, I didn't do it for that. I did it because I wanted time to paint my minis and to hang out with you all. So All right, let's go Raylos K and wrap this up. And I gotta go. Moving out, we're gonna be doing Christmas prep today. I'm not decorating the inside of my house. We're decorating the outside, and we're not turning the lights on. That's what we're doing. Paint, chat, share, write sometime. If I can, maybe I would love to do that, but it's just time. Thank you guys for being here. All right, so we're gonna storm Lotus K's castle. Please enjoy her stream. She is a trip. I met her at Nova. Believe it or not, she took a beginner class, and I still don't know why. But whatever. I'm glad to meet her. She was the best thing I took from Nova. All right, so I will be back on Monday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight. No, it's Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm also here on Wednesdays at 8:30 and Saturdays at 12:30 in the afternoon. I should be on Murder Hobo Inc. I'm on a D&D stream on YouTube. All the episodes are there. It's the Corsairs of the Azure Atoll on Murder Hobo Inc. or M Hobo Inc. You can find us there under those names. The stream is at 6:30 p.m. on Sunday. That is my online presence this week. And I think that's it. So I can't think of any other announcements. Oh, I will have next paint day is at the Toy Soldier, maybe in the new space. Sunday the 23rd of November. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys make this stream what it is. You make it fun. You make it fun for me to do. So, give yourselves a round of applause. Wait, I have a round of applause. I don't have time to get in. All right, so anyways, until next time, I pass cross at the Painted Hero Tavern. I hope life is grand for you, and happy painting.